Around the world, you will find fancy salami and cheap pepperoni. But hidden deep in the French countryside, there is something way more raw, moldy, and so good you can't find it anywhere else. This is the real saucisson, the saucisson you will never taste abroad. Now, where does this secret French treasure really come from? France isn't just one country, it's hundreds of tiny worlds. Rolling mountains, dump cellars, forests where black pigs roam free. Each region guards its own way of making saucisson, and if you ask locals, they'll swear theirs is the best. In the earth of Auvergne, farmers have been drying sausage for centuries, high in the cool mountain air. Further east, in Lyon, the capital of French charcuterie, every butcher has their own twist: pepper, garlic, even nuts. Down in the southwest, near Toulouse, you will find rustic saucisson that pair perfectly with rich wet rind and a warm fireplace. Some families cure their saucisson in old stone basements using nothing but wind, salt and thyme. No Chinese factories here. No rushing the process. Just generation of quiet patience and a taste you will never wrapped in plastic at a supermarket. So next time you are driving through the French countryside, look closer. Behind those wooden doors and teeny village shops, real saucisson is aging in the dark, waiting for someone who knows where to look. But how did the French turn raw pork into an icon of taste? Long before supermarkets and plastic wrap, farmers needed a way to keep meat fresh through cold winters. The story of saucisson goes back over 2,000 years to the days of the Gauls and the Romans. Gaulish farmers were famous for raising strong, healthy pigs. Roman salt masters knew how to keep meat from spoiling for months. Together, they created the first pork saucisson, a simple idea that changed how people ate, traded, and survived. Back then, a piece of salted meat wasn't just food. It was life insurance for soldiers, farmers, and travelers. Even the word saucisson carries that ancient link to salt. Saucis, Saucisia, meaning salted. In medieval villages, every family guarded its own spice mix, based on in whispers. What started as humble dried meat became a symbol of rural pride. A slice of France you could carry in your pocket, share at the table, or hid in a cellar for months. Today, real saucisson is still made almost the same way. But no, it's more than survival food. It's a taste of all France, hidden in every bite. So, what makes real French saucisson so special today? It starts with good pork, often from local, traditional breeds. The meat is carefully trimmed, coarsely ground, and mixed with salt, pepper, garlic, and sometimes secret spices only the butcher knows. Then comes the magic part: thyme. Once the mixture is packed into natural casings, the sausages are left to dry, sometimes for weeks, sometimes for months. They hang in old stone cellars where the air is cool and the walls press. Little by little, a natural white mold grows on the surface, a sign that the saucisson is alive, maturing, developing its deep, rustic flavor. Unlike industrial versions, pumped full of additives, real saucisson relies on simple rules: good meat, the right conditions, and patience. Each region has its twist: peppered in Lyon, nutty in the Ardèche, rustic and earthy in the southwest, and with chunks of mountain cheese inside for the Alpine version. For the best saucisson, nothing is rushed. Each one tells a story of craft, from hand to hand, generation to generation. until it's ready to slice. Now, the moment everyone's been waiting for, tasting the real thing. First, look at it closely. The saucisson surface is covered with a fine white bloom, like a soft winter frost. Slice it thinly and you'll see the marble texture inside. Chunks of fat and meat perfectly balanced. Take a bite. The texture is firm but tender, with a satisfying snap as you chew. Flavors unfold slowly, a little salt, pepper warming your tongue, and sometimes a subtle nuttiness or a whisper of smoke. Saucisson is the undisputed star of French apéros. Casual, social pre-meal gatherings where friends share good food and conversation. A good saucisson isn't just about taste, it's about experience. The aroma fills the air before the first bite. The mouthfeel is rich and rustic, and every slice tells a story of patience and craft. Pair it simply with a crusty country bread, crunchy cornichon, and a glass of bold red wine. No need for fancy dishes. This is French terroir at its purest. So there you have it! Saucisson, the French cured meat that's raw, moldy, but absolutely irresistible. It's more than just food. It's centuries of tradition, a taste of the French countryside, and frankly, the best excuse to gather friends for an apéro. Just be careful. Once you start slicing, you might not want to share. Trust me, I've been there. If you enjoy this little taste of France, thanks to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming next. And before you go, tell me in the comments, what is your favorite French delicacy? I might just make a video about it. Next time we are diving into the world of Roquefort, a cheese so bold it's known as the king of blue. You don't want to miss it. See you there, my foodies!